So this is Antoine Speaks. I'm here with Richard Riakporhe. He is 5-0. He's another upcoming Cruiserweight prospect here in Great Britain. In terms of the press conference, what did you see as a fighter?
I see a lot of emotions involved in this, which is very good for the sport because it makes fans more engaged and more wanting to see the outcome of this fight. A lot of people keep it very professional, but it kind of takes away from that type of this is like that image as this is a fight. So if it's a fight, there has to be some type of beef, some animosity towards each other, and you can see it plain to see is there. So a lot of people are going to be tuned into this fight and they're going to be interested in the outcome.
So in terms of that beef, what side of it are you on?
You know, it's a weird one with me because Lawrence is my friend. Isaac is my stable mate and my friend. I've known him for longer than Lawrence as well. So me, personally, I have my own opinions and stuff how the fight will go down. But you know, me, I just think it's going to be an interesting thing. I think it's going to be an interesting outcome.
Looking at who's going to win, what do you think is going to determine the fight? Without giving your opinion on who do you think got the skills to do it?
Isaac has got more skills, and that's quite evident. He's got more. He has more support, and he has. He just has all the odds in his corner. He's got me for sparring, and actually mirror like Okolie. So that's going to be interesting. But
so what does Lawrence bring to the table then?
Lawrence is powerful. He's powerful, and one punch can change the whole fight. Everybody knows that. And you've seen it before in all these past fights. Land one punch, and the fight is done. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting to kind of see the outcome.
Looking prospect yourself, when you're looking to see these two guys now headlining your own show, how did it make you feel?
I just thought, you know what, the future's bright because a lot of people don't know that I was offered a fight before Isaac, and I confirmed it. Obviously, they called me out. So listen, I'm a fighter. What am I going to do? I'm going to confirm it. Confirmed it, and they pulled out a few days before the fight and chose another opponent. So it's interesting. This was the fight leading up to December the 13th. So I was ready. I was training, and they pulled out. So it changes everything. But obviously, there's all different type of reasons of why it happened. But apparently, that they want it to happen again in the future at some later date. And obviously, they were talking about me in a press conference. I don't know if you heard. So Richard Riakporhe. Yeah. So obviously, we'll just kind of see how it pans out, and I'm just going to train. But I see something happening in the future.
And as we talk about yourself, in your 5 fights, what did you learn about what you can do and how far you think you can go?
I just learned, you know, like at the end of the day, it's all about just putting in the work. Obviously, I've had my experience. I feel that I can step up to that next level now and fight these heavy competitors. And yeah, I believe I have a lot of confidence in myself that I'll go very far and I'll deal opponents.
How hard has it been not having that Olympic spotlight?
Yeah, my G, what you saying, bro? Yeah.
Accelerate.
Hey, we'll chat. Yeah. I need to chat to you still.
So how hard has it been not having that Olympic spotlight just to accelerate you through to the JD deals and all that other stuff that come with it? Well,
I made a sacrifice to go to university, so it's one of them. It's kind of two sides of the coin kind of thing.
Did you finish your degree?
Yeah. I finished my degree, marketing communications. Yeah, man. Yeah. Can I? Yeah. It's a big Anthony, my G.
Here with Rich. Training together for many years.
What does he bring to the table?
Height, power, and knowledge. Not only in the boxing ring, not only with like his IQ in terms of how he fights. He's very well educated outside. So a sharp mind means you can do anything in life, I think, and he's definitely got it.
So then what does Isaac have in him in his corner as a sparring partner? How it's going to impact Lawrence's fight?
Training, like the fights are won before the fight, do you know what I mean? So having someone who's on it, as I said, mentally sharp and got the boxing IQ, I think it's a really good. I support both fighters because I like boxing in general. Do you know where I'm coming from? I just say that it's an important fight for both of them because it kind of catapults them for that childhood dream to become world champion. It just speeds up the process. So it's a real important fight. I think they both punch. Isaac's making one good at miss, and then Lawrence is good at kind of setting it up. So it's interesting to see if Lawrence will be able to set it up with his range and Isaac make him miss with that shoulder roll and that's what I'm looking forward to see how they get on in the later rounds.
And Lawrence said that people have been underrating his Olympic pedigree. What do you think about that?
I think every fighter will have something to say because every fighter knows how tough it is. From a spectator point of view, he's dead, he's rubbish, he's that. But from a purist point of view, just getting in the ring is tough, even from a charity side of things, you know what I mean? So until someone's at a charity fight, it's like, fucking hell, mate, I realise how tough this is. So when he's saying people underrate his Olympic pedigree, it's because he's so passionate about it. And I respect that because it is tough. Being an Olympian is tough, you're representing the country. So not only pressure from a fighting point of view, you've got pressure from a mental side of view. So I get his points. But listen, here nor there, you've got to keep your opinions and the emotional side out of it. And just make sure you knuckle up when it's time to fight because winning is the most important thing. No one wants to hear about, oh, no one likes me, no one cares about me. People just want to see you fight.
Right, that's it. That's it.
But this is about him right now, my G. That's me in there,
yeah. No, bro, yeah.
So yeah, having people like Anthony Joshua in your corner in terms of giving you that advice, how much has that helped you during your fight bouts and your career going forward?
Yeah, tremendously because it's all about, life is all about surrounding yourself and putting yourself in the right environment. And when you see somebody in your environment excel like the way he has, it's like, I have that same mindset. It's like it rubs off subconsciously. Like, listen, if you can do it, why can't I do it? Like, I'm human, I got limbs, I'm strong. I've been successful in the ring, so you know what I'm saying?
So then in terms of personalities, because obviously I know you, I know you're the kind of person, you're conscious, you're thinking, you're educated, and then without this being disrespectful to Dylan White, he's kind of the opposite spectrum of that, where he comes across on social media, someone who's arrogant, and he sometimes says stuff that doesn't need to be said, whereas Joshua is being a role model. Someone where your little 5-year-old can watch his interviews and can learn something. Which type of person do you like to lean towards in terms of who you feel is the person a sports person should be?
Well, I have my own kind of people that I look up to, and I look up to different people for different things. Like for instance, my friend Dillian White. Like Dillian White has a heart to fight anybody. He's come from the same places where I've come from. It's similar to Joshua. He came from the same place where I come from. He would fight anybody as long as we get the paperwork, everything sorted. He doesn't mind jumping in the ring, and that's enough to be inspiring in itself. And then there's the way you conduct yourself as a professional athlete. Like everybody knows, Joshua is phenomenal at that. So, and I know what I want to be represented for after I leave the sport of boxing.
And what is that?
I want to be represented as a very intelligent, intellectual, professional type of athlete, someone that can inspire the youth for the next generation, and they can look up to, and you can tell your son, look at Richard Riakporhe, look what he done, you know, look at the way he carries himself, you know, you can be like that, look where he come from, which is very important. I came from the same place where you come from. Like, look up to him, see what he did, do some research on him. So that's my aim.
So then in terms of like when you were growing up, who was that one figure that stayed in your mind in popular culture? I know you probably got someone in your family.
Yeah.
That person, whether it's a boxer, whether it's a historian in terms of a political figure or a social figure, who's that person who was your inspiration?
Tupac Shakur.
What's your favourite Tupac lyric?
Put me on the spot. I got, man.
When people say Tupac, have a lyric in your head.
I have like a whole library in my
what's
mind.
your favourite song then? At least.
I don't know, because you know what it is.
For a fight,
to be honest, to choose a song.
Okay. It doesn't have to be your favourite. It's that fight song that gets you going.
Okay, then I'm gonna give you one.
Okay.
Now I'm just thinking of what album. All Eyes on Me.
Okay.
I know it's a stereotypical one to choose, but it has a lot of meaning on it, and the title is self-explanatory. It's like whatever I'm doing, everybody's going to be watching you, but it's up to you not to care about the outside and everybody else's opinion on what you're doing, but you just follow your path and see how far you go.
Then in terms of looking forward into your career, let's say, how old are you now?
I'm 27.
So 5 years from now, what do you want to have achieved? And you can look back and say, yeah, I did it.
I want to become world champion, unified world champion. You know, the sky's the limit. In fact, the space is limitless. It's limitless, in fact. Space is limitless. So I can achieve anything that I put my mind to, and I truly believe that. And I'm going to work towards that and make the right decisions today to affect my future tomorrow.
So then once again, if people want to follow you, where they need to go?
At R_Riakporhe. To spell my name is RIAKPORHE. That's on Instagram and Twitter.
Then if someone wants to see your next fight, do you know when that is? Or you haven't booked in yet?
Hasn't been booked in yet, but should be. I'm looking for a date as soon as possible. End of January, beginning of February, mid-February, March, whatever. But I'm just staying, as you can see, you know, I'm always in the gym. And plus, I'm going to be involved in Isaac Chamberlain training camp as well for the fight. So I'm going to be in the gym all day. So I'm ready for whatever. Any day.
And finally, 2018, by the end of it, this time next year, what do you want to achieve just in that 1 year?
You know what, to be honest, the sport of boxing is so unpredictable. Like, I was training one day, they called me, they said they want me to fight on Sky Sports Live, you know, with millions of viewers. So it's like, all I have to do is just stay ready. That's what I know I need to do, stay prepared, but just wait for any opportunities. But I truly think that next year is going to be a very big year. I'm going to be very successful next year.
Congratulations.
Yeah, cheers, man. Thank you, man.